could you tell me your name if you're comfortable and why you're protesting today?
Yeah, so I am Amanda, and I am protesting because of just the terrible things that I've seen, specifically on TikTok. It seems like our mainstream media is not really covering what's actually happening. And I have spent the last 3 weeks absolutely inundated with horrific videos. What is happening right now on the U.S. dime is absolutely unacceptable. It's got to end. It's got to end.
Are you upset with the response of your local and state and federal officials on this?
So that's a bit of a complicated question because I feel like there are some tied hands, I guess I should say, some people who are trying that can't. I've been making a lot of phone calls, and the reps that I've been chatting with have been receptive. I even had one of the, the call answerers just thank me so much for calling in. I was also pleased to see that voicemail boxes were full. So I think that they're getting the message. Let's just see if they act on it.
Do you feel like people don't understand there's peaceful movements here? Like, do you think we should be supporting movements like BDS and stuff?
Absolutely. I mean, if there's one thing we know in the U.S., it's that the main thing that people are concerned about is the bottom line, the dollar. And so I absolutely think that's the most powerful thing we can do, probably more than what we're doing here today.
Is it, by not supporting that, do you feel like we're empowering more violence to happen? We're not...
So I know we can't control what happens to all of our tax dollars, but anything that we could control, we should. People will use ignorance as the excuse, but once you learn, it's time to move and take action.
What would you personally like to see your representatives do, like Wyden and Blumenauer, or your local representatives?
So obviously the main thing that I would like is for the call for a ceasefire, and if Israel is not willing to call for that ceasefire, then America needs to cut ties in the same way that Bolivia did. It's time. There is no reason why the country, especially when we propose that we're for pro-life, which not me personally, but that's the thing that's been moving here. This is not pro-life. This is very anti-life. So that's what I want to see first and foremost from our president. My representatives that I've been talking to, I've just been telling them there's very little that I can do. So you, as my elected representative, need to advocate on my behalf to your peers. This has to stop. So that's just what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I have kind of a question that I think is a little weird, but I think is important for people to hear is like, why do Palestinians deserve freedom?
Why do any of us deserve freedom? They're human. They're human beings. And right now they're living in a cage and they're being bombed in that cage. We all deserve freedom because we are people on this planet. We deserve it. It's a human right. Their land was stolen from them. Whatever side of the aisle you land on this issue, that is just the hard, cold truth. Their land was stolen from them. They're being kept in basically their version of a concentration camp at this moment. It's absolutely terrible.